Hi, Miss Mitchell and Peter. I wanted to show you the stuff that I was giving you for review real quick, and it was easier than making an email. So I've got a lot of white paper stuff in here for you to go over, and it's just like all the stuff you've been learning this year. There's a couple of things that use the textbook, so I wrote what page you can find them on. Remember, on the online textbook, you may have a textbook at home. The page numbers are the same. You can just type them in. I do need you to do, and I can put this in the front too, this Punnett square worksheet for me, and I will model how I want the ones to look on here. So we'll do the Punnett squares and the genotype and phenotype percentages, but I'll model that for you. I do need Miss Mitchell to scan this back to me for one of your grades. Then you've got this book here. This is one of our SOL review packets. Just work through as much as you can. It does not have a word bank, so it is a little bit challenging, but if you go to each section in the textbook, you should be able to figure out most of it. Just do as much of this as you can, and I'll have you return this. Whenever you take your SOL, Miss Mitchell, if you could bring me this book back and this book back, these will both be test grades, so they'll be really important. For this green book, this is a release SOL that we're working through. For the test grade here, and again, it's probably backwards, so you won't be able to see that well, but it is the four square strategy. The first one says, what's the question asking? Two is pulling out and defining essential vocab. The background information, what you need to know, is box 3, and 4 is the correct answer and why. So you'll see that we went ahead and did a sample here. So for each question, you'll do this practice. So 1, what is the question asking me? This question is asking what the safest lab practice is. 2, pull out an essential vocab word. So what the vocab word either in your answer choices or, in your answer choices or the question that'll help you define the word. So for here, we did dissolve, and then we just defined it as breakdown in the liquid. 3, background information. What do I need to know about from biology to answer the question? For this particular one, as you can see, it would be lab safety. It could be anything. It could be how to read a food chain, how to read a graph. Very basic, doesn't have to be huge. And then 4 would be the correct answer and why. So for this one, we chose D as the correct answer because he's wearing shoes, gloves, goggles, apron, and holding the bottom of the container. So you're just explaining why you chose that answer. There's 46 questions. So again, I understand that this may end up being done after the SOL. I don't know what date Ms. McMouth is having you guys take the SOL, but I would work through these as priority because they're going to be the definite grades. This Punnett square worksheet that I just showed you is going to be a definite grade. And then I can exempt pretty much everything else. All of these, just work through at your leisure. Maybe focus on ones that you know you may struggle with on the SOL, like cells is really heavily tested on the SOL. So as you finish these up, you can have Miss Mitchell scan them to me, and I can give you some grades accordingly for that. You did really well in the practice SOL, so don't panic. Don't be too stressed, but definitely we still want to study. We know that the SOL this year is going to be probably more challenging than that practice SOL because that practice SOL is from 2010, and this will obviously be the 2019 version. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a visual of what I'm looking for instead of sending out a super long email. If you have any questions, though, either one of you, please, Miss Mitchell, feel free to email me and we can discuss further. Or you can always call me at 24124 here at Denby if you need anything as well. Thank you. Bye.